All right, hey guys. I have to keep remembering to look at the thing and not that. This week for Game-Rave TV, a couple of people, both through YouTube's comment system and email, wanted me to talk about my shelves because obviously they're there, and I didn't really talk about them much in their episodes. So instead of doing a shaky cam like I did the first time I showed off my game room, I figured I'd have a tripod here and try and make it more, steady. Just to give you guys a heads up, true story. The day and a half after we got these guys fixed and installed, it turned out that there is a problem with our window in the game room, and we have to have the window replaced as well as possibly looking at the drywall because there is moisture coming in from the outside. The brickwork needs to be cemented over, what have you. So the room isn't done just yet because I have to move everything away from the window so we can get that replaced. So I figured with me having to rearrange everything, I would just show you guys the shelves as I'm moving stuff in between takes and, kill two birds with one stone. So, my game shelves. Can you tell I'm not using cue cards this time? Okay, so obviously you can tell that's the right side of the wall. So we're actually looking at the right half of the shelf. The shelf is actually done in three sections. So basically you've got the first four rows across are all jewel case PlayStation games. The single row across is all long box. And then, there we go. Ooh, what's up, tripod? All right. Saturn long box actually takes up the entire next row and then most of the second row. And then from there, it starts the Sega CD cardboard guys, and then the next row over, you're going to see all the debris and stuff. Sega CD is actually the bottommost row, and then as you come down, yoink. You have my beloved Neo Geo CD collection, Neo Geo arcade carts. I was planning on going for a complete Neo Geo arcade cart collection because, why the fuck not? But that's taking the backseat to other things like, getting the home fixed. So when I was having the shelves built, and I'm going to burp anytime now, one of the important things for me was just space. Like, the PlayStation collection alone, with the variants and the greatest hits and the Lightspan and so forth, you're looking at almost 2,000 games just for the PlayStation. So when the shelves came into play, it was all about space. Like, I'm a very functional person. Like, I don't care about bells and whistles and things like that. But if it works the way I need it to, I will love it forever. And well, when it came to measuring the shelves, I basically went to my shelf maker, if you will, and said, look, I need this by this so many, and then this so many, meaning the jewel case shelves and the long box shelves. And I need to fit as many as I can in the space I have, but still be able to get my finger in there to, pull the game out. To give you an idea of how crazy this shelf is, pardon me a sec, you're going to hear the tripod noise. This is how close we got to making up as much space as possible. Like, there's nothing there. In fact, if you notice in some of the long shots, you'll see some of the cases are diagonal. That's because when I measured this, I actually measured using the jewel cases. It turns out the flat cardboard long box cases, because of the way that it folds over the top, it actually makes the case, I don't know if I'll be able to get this on the camera, like just a smidge bigger. And there you go. Totally didn't catch that. And so, like, what's weird is that like how this one fits pretty much fine. Certain long boxes, for whatever reason, like, don't fit. I mean, even though they're all the same make and model. So I don't know if it's just because over time the cardboard's been warping, what have you. But if you're going to make yourself long box shelves for your Saturn PlayStation collection, make sure you use the cardboard long box ones as your measuring tool. All right, guys. Now, another important thing was, I'm going to have to move the camera to show this. In my game room, if you look closely, here you go. All right. This is the actual ceiling. There's what's called a shadow box, I think, that comes down onto this section of the wall. So I actually chose this side of the wall just because the other one has the doorway, so I was going to lose, like, the width of the door for shelves. So we had to make sure that the shelves would actually fit within the shadow box. we actually designed it so there would be about an inch of space and then 3 inches of space on either side. So when they could get the shelves in, they could actually properly make sure they're all lined. There's room in case like the floor was crooked or things like that. In fact, I think it's the second to first shelf. The floor is actually just a smidge like not straight, and so the guys had to carefully get the two shelves screwed in together and be level so it all matched up. They did a phenomenal job though. What else is there? Oh, like for the jewel case, back to the measuring. Obviously, you can get enough of a finger in here. Now, when I did the math, the important thing is to keep track of is that if you're going to be an ongoing collector, like how a variant collector would be, when you map out the shelves, you have to actually map out new games coming in. I can tell you right now, right now there's probably about enough room for about maybe 10 more games, all single jewel case. So hopefully there's no more, working designs variants in the double jewel cases. And this guy's maxed out. I'll have to move some guys down into there. But it's so functional and it's so pretty. I love it. Like I said before, the one thing I've always wanted in my game collection outside of the actual games was just a kick-ass way to display it, and custom shelving is the only way to go. There's just so much you can do that you couldn't do with like pre-bought shelves like IKEA and things like that. You should have seen my old poor shelf. My God, it was a warehouse. Well, you did, guys. You saw the other video. I'm loving these dynamic angles because of the tripod. At the very bottom, once we got through all the Sega CD long boxes, down below is where I keep all the big box games, like your Dance Dance Revolutions, your R4, things like that. And then, let me see if I can... Actually, I'm just going to attach the camera for this part. Alright guys, so down below we have all the big box games like the Dance Dance Revolutions, like the Virtual Cops and so forth. And then my ever so precious Laser Active collection. Oh, I love these little bastards. One day I'll get them up on Game-Rave, when I get all the other 3,000 games done. Also, this is really shaky. When designing shelves, if you're going to be having them against the wall flat, very important, you have to make sure that you tell the people that you've got trim, because for these to be actually installed and drilled into the wall, this has to be flush. So they actually have to cut a small part of the wood out and then to go over the trim. Now, I actually wanted this much open space too, so that doesn't bother me because you wouldn't see it to begin with. What's interesting is originally I was going to have this bottom area for like system storage boxes, like so you can see all the things. But I like these guys more down there because I'm actually going to make a hardware shelf behind us. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope this is what you guys were looking for as far as the video goes. We'll take one last look at the shelves. Do a nice pan over here. But yeah, those are my games. And I guess one more for the bottom. Ooh, shiny. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'm going to let you guys go back to doing your thing, and I'm going to keep working in here to try and get this all organized so we can get the window replaced. Alright guys, have a great week. We'll see you next on Pause Mode. Take care.